they work through Funimation and ADV and all those businesses to get their original intent out. So when people say, oh, well, we're doing what Japan wants us to do, well, you're stealing Japan's stuff. They don't want you to do that.
Not only that, but also, I mean, I speak a little bit of Japanese, a little bit, okay? And I know people that speak Japanese really, really well. And a lot of people that are doing the fan subs, they speak pretty good Japanese. So what they're doing is they are translating the words. They're not writers, they're just translators. So what you're getting a lot of times, I've seen some fan subs, I'm like, well, that just sounds goofy.
What did they just say?
What Funimation and Viz and all these other people have are a team of professional screenwriters that also speak Japanese, that are taking this and saying, here are the words, here's the thought, let's translate it. Then, like you said, getting approval from the Japanese. So a lot of times when you're watching the fan subs, I know a lot of people that have been turned off of shows because they watch the fan sub and says, it's just stupid. Sherlock, it sounds stupid. It's not written well. So, anyway, what were you going to say?
There's also a lot of shows though that they won't even ever screen there. Like,
yeah, that's the other thing.
There's plenty of shows that I want to see in English, but they won't bother wasting their time with like Shugochara. They won't do it.
Well, they can't bring over everything because there's no money.
I know, but I think that's another reason why people watch more anime online is because they're able to explore like a whole bunch of animes that aren't going to be exposed over here in America. And that's the only reason why a lot of
no, it's licensed by Funimation.
And you're right, there's a lot of stuff.
They're gonna release it in September.
Probably never saw. If it's wildly successful in Japan, obviously it's going to come over here. But there's been a lot of Kakaishi. Anyone watch Kakaishi? Okay, yeah, not that big of a show, but we're working on it now. We're about to release the second volume, I think. Then you've got stuff like Vampire Night and Full Metal Alchemist, so you know is going to come over here. But like I said, people do listen, and they're looking to Funimation is like, Funimation's goal, straight from their mouth, is to be the bridge between Japan and America. That's what they want to be in everything, all aspects of that culture. So they are constantly acquiring and in negotiations to acquire new properties, stuff that you may not even be aware of. There's a lot of stuff that they did. What was it? What show was it that they were literally producing at the same time as the Japanese? So it was really, really cool. Like when the Japanese episode aired, the English episode aired. There's a couple of video games that they're doing that way too. So there's stuff that is hot off the presses in Japan that's actually coming to here too. So all I say is just be patient and let's drive these anime prices down so that we can all afford them. Yeah. And don't be afraid to, I mean, use bookstores. Libraries, holy crap, libraries are dying. They're closing down libraries like crazy. And you'd be surprised at how many libraries have an amazing collection of both manga and DVDs of anime. So that's a really good resource for you too. And they've already bought it. It doesn't cost you anything. Yeah. There's a good way to do it too. What's up?
Okay, I watched Brittney's show Honey Pony Dash a while ago, and I found out the OVA came out, and they never, because I found out that ADV also saw around the same time. So I was kind of sad because I bought some of the DVDs, and then I don't think they're going to do the OVA anymore because there's no more ADV to do the OVA for Honey Pony Dash.
The properties, a lot of the properties that...
Yeah, it's Funimation now.
Yeah, now what happened was there was a company that ADV had merged with, and whenever they went ahead and left, when things were, you know, whatever happened, they decided to take most of their titles and they just relicensed them, but they didn't get recast. So they're still going to be released, they might just be released slower, you know?
Okay.
Because they got Canon, Coyote Ragtime, Shattered Angels.
They did a lot of Broccoli manga, like the company Broccoli, ADV did a lot of their manga too, so anime.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, so what is it that you haven't seen though?
The OVA. I've seen all the Penny Pony Dash. I have some of the DVDs. We just haven't seen the OVA because we're like fans of the show.
OVA.
OVA that came out.
Really? It's not on there?
No, it's not. Not even in subtitles because I stopped watching Fansub.
The ones that I have that ADV released had it.
They don't.
No, it's got to be on there.
Go on.
They always have both in there.
The biggest thing is right now the stores that used to carry them also, and the websites have started carrying select titles, and their selections are getting smaller. For instance, down here in Florida, we used to have FYE, which used to be a big retailer. They're all closed out down here. They are. Yeah.
Sorry,
dude. The Best Buy, the Best Buy anime section used to be
huge. Yes.
Huge.
2 shelves, man.
They still got like a few movie stops up in Orlando or something. He's still got a huge selection of those anime things. Like they've got an entire wall dedicated to it. Like the entire wall of the store is dedicated to it.
That's half the wall.
There's also like
that's still a huge wall.
buy them used if you have to. There's a lot of people that probably just get you to toss stuff out, you know. I know I found like what show was it that it was like a UU thing that was like for $1. I'm like, hey, I'll grab, you know. So, good show. But I mean, there's tons of outlets for this. So it's a matter of being creative about it. And dude, we're the most creative freaking people on the planet. Yeah. So there's no reason not to. What's up?
Did you get a copy? Sorry. Did you get a copy of Final Fantasy 13 after the voicing of Snow?
Did I get a copy of the game?
Or did you try out the game?
Oh yeah. I got a copy. It was awesome, which was great because I'm glad that you know finally there's a Final Fantasy on Xbox. You know, because it's good that they went cross-platform. But God, it looks so much cooler on PlayStation.
Yeah.
Yay! I'm a PS3er. So yeah, it's just what's that?
Platinum.
Platinum?
They're working for Platinum.
Dude, I don't understand. Well, they were talking about at E3 how they're going to change to a subscription thing, just like Xbox did. But I see it going the other way. I see that Xbox is going to stop doing it. There's a new thing called On Live, which is no console, it's all streaming games. A little premature. I checked it out at E3 and I'm like, it's great, but it's not going to compete with. And what's going to happen is if once it starts, because I'm sure PlayStation and everybody else is already starting to do this. So these companies like On Live, I think they're going to be great. They're going to start off doing this, and then Microsoft and Sony's going to come in and just dominate the market. So they're not going anywhere.
Sony confirmed after the press conference they're keeping PSN free.
They are keeping PSN free?
Yeah.
Cool.
Smart. I think it's ridiculous.
What they're doing is they're having a PlayStation Plus where you get a lot of additional more free stuff along with it.
For a charge?
Yeah, for a charge.
I'm okay with that. I just don't, I mean, I'm going on to PlayStation if I'm going to buy something. I mean, because I've downloaded games and I've downloaded movies and stuff for PlayStation Network. But if I want to get online and play with my friends, I've already bought the game. I don't want to pay extra for that. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. Yeah, I want to talk to this guy real quick.
Cool. I like how you use cloth. Yeah, it looks really good.
Oh yeah, question. Do you guys ever get to improvise on any of your lines that you have? Like with your...
Okay, there's this part where I don't know who somebody sticks their elbow in Blackstar's face, and I was just like doing it, and I just spit all over myself. It was a total accident. I was like drinking, and I tried to do the line anyway because he had food in his mouth, and then I like spit it up, and it sounds like it actually sounds like that sound. I don't know who puts their elbow in his face, but it was awesome, and I got to keep it.
Yeah, especially on shows like Action Bastard. The show is called Action Bastard, I'll let you know. On Shin-Chan, on Soul Eater, pretty much any show that Zach Bolton directs, he gives you a lot of levity. You know, he wants you to have fun, and he has a lot of fun doing it. But what's really cool is that the writers, especially on Shin-Chan, oh my God, dude, Jared Hedges, that guy is tapped into something that is completely ethereal and hilarious. Because the stuff that, a lot of times, you know, you'll see, here's the scripted line, and then here's an alt. Maybe you need it for, once for broadcast, where we can't, like in Naruto, we can't ever say killed and broadcast, we have to say finish him, you know, or something like that. But on the DVD, it's like brutally murdered, you know, get away with whatever we want. So a lot of times you'll have an alternate line for that line. Now on Shin-Chan, it was like, we could say this, or we could also say this, or this. This is pretty freaking funny. What if we said this? And so almost every line, I mean, the scripts were huge just because the columns off to the right of the line were like this, full of alts. And depending upon which line they chose, changed the storyline. It's like, well, if Mitzi says this, then Shin can go back and say this. And if Action Bastard says this, it makes a lot of sense for Lollipop to say this. And it was just this whole different through line depending upon the lines. So, and within that, we get a chance to kind of improv and make it our own as well. But I mean, a lot of times the scripts are so freaking good, it's like, dude, it's on the page. There's nothing I can say that's going to make it better.
I love coming to lines where you laugh way before you've ever said it. You're like, you can't even say it because it's hilarious. Like, wow, I can't even believe I'm saying that.
I had to take a lot of stuff out of my pre-roll just because I was cracking up so bad. It's so funny.
Okay, one time when I did this show called, what is it? Not called an anti-songs. Wow. It was called My Santa. And Funimation released it, and they released it at too young of an age, so it got pulled off the show.